nice place to sit, anything that feels good, anything that feels right. Welcome. I like to encourage either sitting in a cross-legged position or opening up your legs to feel comfortable. Maybe you feel more comfortable kneeling, right? Some people like to kneel. I have been reading lots of stories, yogic prophecies, and I was curious about the origin of Shavasana, and it really begins with this story. And all these little stories are just, by the way, ways for us to somehow, you know, connect to different aspects of ourselves. So when you start to get a little deeper into yoga philosophy and the Yoga Sutras, there's just like in any type of philosophy, there's stories, and there's heroes, and there's you know, people that come up, or entities, or, you know, different just like aspects, and they're just meant for us to somehow just create a connection and begin to see aspects of the character within ourselves. And that's how I take them anyway. So this is the story of Shiva. And if you've ever seen Shiva, the statue, and I wonder if, and Alfie's on right now, and she would be able to probably know way more than me maybe, but the statue of Shiva, you've seen it. It's like the one with the arms, and he's like dancing, and it's the fire all around, if you've ever seen that before. And basically the Shiva is like, is the male presence of supreme consciousness. That's what that is. So it's aspects of fire, of change, of being present to change, of being okay with things burning down. That's like what he encompasses, and that's kind of what I want to play around with today for our practice. And I'm just going to like throw stuff out throughout the class. It's going to be a nice hippie, a lot of hips, because we're dealing with a lot, just like on Tuesday we talked about a lot of first and second chakra stuff, safety, security, and whether you're great and you're feeling really comforted right now, or whether you are in that process of like making lots of changes in your life because you're forced to, it's a good place to start, and it's a good place to look at and be present to. So whatever comes up today, I'm just going to invite you just to be present to it. Like, don't judge it. See it come up. You know, see the fact maybe that you're uncomfortable. See that come up. See, be okay with things sort of falling apart a little bit. Like in that moment of, oh my gosh, I can't hold this pose anymore. Like, just be present to it. Don't judge it. And, you know, again, always, always, always be kind to yourself and where you're at today with your body. Right? That's like the basic thing. So with that being said, let's go ahead. We're in that comfortable seat. Find that sweet spot. We're gonna take a little mudra. Okay, so you're gonna take your left hand and you're gonna make a little candlestick, little stand with your left hand. And this is that Shiva mudra. And then you're gonna take your right hand. I'm trying to mirror this. And you're gonna make a little thumbs up sign and just place it right at your lower belly. And the third chakra here, lower belly, is really the fire in the belly, right? This is, you know, where our creativity and exists, and this is a lot of times what we want to ignite. So fire in the belly. And so place it right there and just close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Relax your mouth. Relax your teeth. Let everything just settle down. Soften whatever you can soften. So maybe you imagine, maybe there's things that you're coming to right now in your life where there's just a struggle going on, whether it's internal or external. There's a lot that we're all able to become present to. Again, just be present to it. It's like one of those things, it's like when we try to change what's happening around us, that's when we start to feel that major struggle. Instead of trying so hard to grasp or to manipulate. Maybe we can just be present to what's happening, be okay, be available to it, acknowledge it. And that doesn't mean that there's not pain that comes with that. There is a certain amount of pain. Sometimes there's a little bit of discomfort. But first that happens, and then there's a moment of stillness, or what I like to just say is acceptance. And then after the acceptance, we can rise, right? We can rise, and we see the effects of our practice. We see the effects of the time we put in. We see the effects of how, when we decided to show up and be present and be okay with it, we see the effects of that. So today's practice, again, just taking a moment, being okay with that is, and maybe feeling that fire a little bit and being okay with that. And then take your hands to your heart center. So we acknowledge our practice, we acknowledge our present together as a community, we acknowledge each other. We hold each other accountable, we hold each other in the palms of our hands. We ask that this practice be blessed, that any energy that we create or release be cultivated. So whether it's something that we're creating within ourselves, like this aspect of creativity, something that you need to change, or what you release, you burn away things that you don't need as necessary, that energy is cultivated. And let's just bring it together as a unified prayer for peace. A unified prayer for peace. Let us shine this light upon each person that we come into contact with, or that we even hold in our heart, that we pray for, today and always. And just take a moment and think about that. Consider that intention. It's a big one. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then a big exhale out your mouth. Let it go. Bow your chin to your chest, and open your eyes. Okay, that's good. We could just end right there, right? No. All right, let's get moving. We're going to start with, obviously, we're talking about fire, so we're going to start with some core work. So we're going to keep the feet flat on the floor for the very beginning. Lay down on your back, interlace your fingers behind your head. And just move your pelvis a couple times back and forth, so you can just kind of arch your back and come into a back bend position. Just move a little bit, just a little pelvic tilt. And if you've taken practice with me before, like Pilates or anything like that, you know that when you tilt your pelvis back and you come into that posterior tilt, that spine to mat, that you're actually drawing the belly to the spine. You're not jamming your back into the mat, right? So inhale, find the anterior tilt, exhale, the posterior tilt. And you'll feel a scooping in the belly as you do this. Good time right now to incorporate breath to movement. We're already in the Vinyasa. Inhale as you tilt forward. Exhale as you tilt back. Inhale as you tilt forward. Exhale as you tilt back. One more. Inhale, tilt forward. Exhale, tilt back this time and hold. So your spine to mat and your navel to spine. Take another breath in and then curl yourself up into a chin to chest position. Relax your neck so your back of your head is pressing into your fingertips. You're looking right at your belly. You're not pooching up, right? You're pulling down. Everything down. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, lift your right foot up off the floor and twist to your right. Inhale, bring your right foot back down, come to center. Exhale, left foot, twist left. Inhale, center. So I'm going to call this kind of like a level 1, because I like this class to be really multi-level. I like you to be able to take it as you come, or take it as you bring, whatever you bring. Right now we're just doing some twisting, so we'll call this maybe like a level 1. Curling up, exhaling, rotating on the exhale. Maybe you can hit the elbow to the knee. That's absolutely not the point, but if you can, then you can, right? And then back down. So maybe a level 2 would be that you hover the opposite leg a few inches above the mat. And we're in our full bicycle now, extending the opposite leg as you curl and twist. Inhale to center, exhale as you twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Slow it down. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist.
Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Wonderful. Keep going. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. We're going to go ahead and take it to the right side and stay on the right side here. Stay on the right side. So if you're level 1 person, your left foot is on the floor still. Okay, you can keep it there. If your leg is extended, please keep your leg extended, but maybe you extend your right leg as well. Maybe you reach your left arm to the outside of your right leg. So you're reaching past the outside of your right thigh. Welcome if you just came. Left foot can be on the floor at any time, okay? Remember, that's a modification. We're going to do some pulses up towards the right. Inhale here. Exhale, curl. Inhale down, creating a little fire in the belly. Exhale, curl. Yes, you can. It doesn't have to be very big. Remember, inhale down a little. Exhale, curl. One more. Inhale down a little. Exhale, curl and hold. Flex both feet. Yeah, flex both feet. Reach through your left fingertips. Good. Take one more breath in. Oh, I feel a small bead of sweat forming. That's good stuff. Exhale, left hand behind the head. Bend both knees in. Bring both elbows to touch the knees. Elbows to knees. So we're in a little ball. If you're a level 1 person, you're just trying to stay up. Your feet are on the ground and you're just like feeling everything right now. Okay? If you're staying up here, feet are curled. And then extend your right leg, rotate to your left. I know. Yes, you can. Flex both feet. You can do this. Breathe in. Good. Now extend your left leg, maybe. Reach your right arm, maybe. Okay? It's not necessary, especially if your neck is sore. You keep your hand behind your head. We take a breath and curl up, exhale. Inhale down a little, flex both feet. Exhale, curl. Inhale down a little. Exhale, curl. Inhale down. Exhale. Every time you come up, exhale out your mouth and pull your belly to your spine. 2 more. Navel to spine every single time. This is our last one. Exhale, curl. Now both knees to the chest, both knees to elbows. Hold for 3. Pull the belly in now. 2. Press elbows to knees, knees to elbows. 1 more. And then relax. Okay, restorative bridge. This is super easy. Feet on the floor. Press your hips up. Woo. Just stay right up in your bridge pose for a second. If you have the shoulder mobility to interlace your fingers right here, you can do that as well. That feels good. But if you don't, just let your arms rest at your side and just let the front of your body open up. You guys look so good. Take a breath here. Inhale. And then just roll your spine down. Exhale. Okay, my level 1 people, you're just going to rock to your right side and then come onto your hands and knees and press back to downward facing dog. Okay, if you would like to go a little further, grab a little momentum, start to rock up and down your mat. Take about 3 rocks. On your 3rd rock, you can cross your ankle. I like to tuck my feet in, bring your hands to the floor, and just press back downward facing dog. And there we have it, right? Our first vinyasa. Spread the fingers out really wide, root down every single knuckle into the floor. Take a full breath in through your nose. Big exhale out your mouth. Just go, ha. So a little fire in the belly. Great place to create fire, by the way. Because in our belly, what else is there? What's the opposite of knowing that everything's okay? It's fear, right? It's the unknown. It's being afraid that we're not going to be okay. So when we create that fire there, we're asking to release. We're releasing all those anxieties, all those unknowns, right? We're being willing to explore, again, some of that heat. Take a full breath in. Go ahead and out your mouth. Exhale. Just go, ha, sigh it out. And then look to your hands and start to walk all the way to the front of your mat. You can begin to feel the little creaks of the night or the day before. Inhale, halfway lift. Your knees can be bent here. And then as you exhale, just fold forward. Grab your elbows. Let your head hang. Give yourself a little sway from side to side. Maybe you feel a little ragdoll pose here. It should feel pretty good. Just let it go. Relax your neck, right? Let your head hang. Let your neck stretch. Letting go of your elbows. Take another halfway lift. Inhale, fill it up. And exhale, fold forward. All the way up on your inhale breath. Touch the sky. And then hands to heart center. Samasthiti.
Namaste. We come back to our intention again. Our intention was our prayer, right? Fires they don't just burn, right? We think of them as a burn with this creating this burning, but they also bring light. They bring light. We ask to be the light today. We ask to be the light for ourselves and for those that we come into contact with. Here we go. Inhale, sweep your arms up to your sky. Let's do a little Surya Namaskar. Exhale, follow your exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back to a lunge. Okay, lower your right knee down. My beginners are just staying here, but make sure your left heel is in alignment under your left knee. If you want to go a little further, start to sweep your arms up to the sky. Relax the shoulders on Thursday practice. We do go a little bit quicker than on Tuesday, but you're always, always welcome to keep your blocks and whatever you need, your props nearby. Tailbone is in. You feel the kind of remnants, right, of that core effort. You're going to take another breath. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Here you go. Lift both of your heels as you inhale and slowly undulate. Roll the spine forward, find plank pose, lengthen through the crown of the head. Plank is a great place to recalibrate. So hold plank here, or if your wrists are a little bit sore today, you can come to your forearms. If your back is sore, if you're a beginner, come to your knees. Otherwise, really feel the power and the strength from that core work. Spread those fingers, root through every single knuckle. Energize your inner thighs as well, yeah? Full breath in, look forward maybe for a beat, and then exhale, lower from your knees or from your feet, Chaturanga Dandasana, your choice. Inhale, Cobra pose. Try Cobra first, it's too early for up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Unless, of course, you've been up for hours and you're nice and warm, go for it, right? Inhale, take your right leg up high. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Okay, lower your left knee down and just pause there with your fingertips on the floor, right? Level 1, stay here. Level 2, we already know where to go, right? Neck is long, shoulders relaxed, lower belly pulled back. You guys look good today. Take another breath, inhale. Good, exhale. Inhale, bring your fingertips to the floor, curl your left toe under and lift your knee. So look forward a few inches. Blocks are really helpful here, or books, right? Step onto your right heel, float the left foot up off the floor. Right knee is micro bent. You're in this modified standing split. Outer right hip pulls back. Shoulders away from the ears, belly is toned. Okay? Take another full breath in. See if you can find a little heart opener. Maybe hover your fingertips. Shoulders away from the ears, look forward. And then exhale, left foot meets the right foot, fold at the front of your mat. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Big breath in. Back to intention, back to prayer, hands to heart center. You got this. Let's go second side. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway inhale. This time, step your left foot back to a lunge. As you exhale, let your left knee go down. Okay, stay here or inhale, sweep your arms up. Good, little different here. Interlace your fingers behind your back this time. Okay, if you can't get here because of a shoulder injury or if it just doesn't feel good, then you can grab your forearms or you can just let your arm bones squeeze back towards each other so you get the muscles behind you to engage. So your lats and your rhomboids, right? The front of the chest gets open, the pecs get open. That's what we're looking for really, is the heart opener. And you can do that just by reaching back, by the way. Good, keep your right glute and hamstring engaged so we're not buckling inward, but we're pulling it back. Take another breath in. And then exhale, release. Hands come to the floor. Curl your left toe under, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. You got it. Now lift your heels up high, inhale. Roll forward to plank as you exhale. Just pause for a breath. And then lower again, knees, chest, chin, or from your feet, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra pose, or ready for up dog, go for it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. You got this, let it go. Left leg high, inhale. Notice if you want to move quicker than me, exhale. Maybe you step halfway and then you pull it through. Sometimes we gotta do that, right? The right knee comes down, stay here, or inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Okay, little different again. This time, bend your right elbow, reach and grab your right elbow with your left hand. So it looks like this, right? Bend, bend. Okay, the elbow that's bending is the same thigh that's opening. And you're just gonna pull it back a little bit. So it's almost like an Ardha Gomukhasana arms, right? A half cow face arm. One more breath there. And then exhale, release your fingertips to the floor, lift your right knee, look forward, inhale. Step onto your left foot as you exhale. Right leg is lifted. Outer left hip pulls back, left knee is bent. Okay, core is engaged. My level 1, stay here or fingertips on blocks. Or if you're a level 2 person, see if you can hover a few inches above the floor. But don't shrink, guys. It's just not the time to shrink. It's the time to rise, right? So feel wherever you are, feel strong where you are. Okay, feel strong where you are. And stand in that space, that sacred space that you're creating. One more breath here. And then fold forward, right foot meets the left foot as you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And we fold again, exhale. Good, inhale, come all the way up. And the hands to the heart center, Samastitihi, exhale. Let's do it again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, right foot steps back, right knee down. Inhale, Anjali Asana. Good, this time, exhale, release your hands behind your back on this side. So trust me, it's a different side. And you're interlacing the fingers or grabbing your elbows, okay? Either one is fine. Full breath in together, and then exhale, release your hands to the floor. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog, a little bit quicker this time. Either stay in down dog or roll forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog if you're ready. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot forward. Left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Okay, bend your left elbow now. Reach and grab your left elbow. Yeah, so different sides. See how that worked out? Belly in, tailbone down. Make sure your right toes aren't pointed inward, right? They're just placed directly in front of you, kind of off center. So if the center is here, your right leg is a little off center there. And that'll actually make the balance a little bit harder, but this is the better anatomical placement. So one more breath in here. And then exhale, release your hands to the floor, lift your left knee, look ahead, inhale. Exhale, step forward. Inhale. Again, either hover, right? Hover. Got this, breathe in. Stay, exhale. One more breath in. And exhale, left foot meets the right foot as you fold forward. Good, inhale, come all the way up. Hands to your heart center, exhale. We got one more side to go. Inhale, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. This one's a quick one now, breath to movement. Inhale, halfway lift. Just flow with me, left foot back, exhale, left knee down. One breath, inhale, Anjali Asana. Exhale, either downward facing dog or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale to Anjali Asana, just one breath, feel the flow. Exhale, stand on your left leg, lift your right leg up. Pause for one breath, right? We hover maybe. And then fold at the front of your mat. Listen for the change, exhale it out, halfway lift, inhale. And again, fold, exhale, bring the big toes together to touch. Bend your knees, inhale, Utkatasana. So the original fire pose, thunderbolt, right? So this is our thunderbolt, ribs back, belly back. This is a heater, this is a heater. So squeeze waistline back. Maybe the arms up. Okay, maybe they're still at the heart. It just depends on where you're at today. It's all good. Okay, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your face, relax your teeth. Inhale. Exhale, right here. One more breath, yes you can. Fold forward, exhale, let it go. Good, halfway lift as you inhale. Plant your hands, step or float back, Vinyasa your way, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, just pause and down dog. Breathe in and out your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, take your right leg up high. Now use your core. Exhale, come through knee to nose and step your right foot between your hands. This time, stay on the ball of your left foot. You want to keep a block nearby or some books nearby, okay, for the next couple poses. So just kind of notice you might need that. All right, the tailbone goes in, you're high on the ball of your left foot, crescent lunge, inhale. And we're just gonna play around a little bit and just create some heat in crescent, okay? Relax your shoulders, relax your face. One breath here. As you bend your elbows, you're gonna bring your hands to your heart center and you're gonna bend your left knee and almost tap the knee to the floor. Almost tap, yes. And then open up the arms, inhale, straighten both legs. So both legs straighten, it's tricky. And then exhale, bend both knees. Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, reach up, straighten both legs. Exhale, hands to heart center, bend both knees. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend both knees. One more. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend both knees, hands to heart center, hover. Hover, outer right hip pulls back for 3. Just let it hover. For 2, let it shake a little bit. 1 more, let that little shake happen. And then let that knee come down. If you need a little pillow or a blanket to pop underneath that knee, go for it. Take a full breath in and then twist to your right. So you're gonna hook, that left elbow to the outer right thigh. You're welcome. Yeah. So again, a little rest, a little reprieve. And you're pressing the palms together, and this is a big, deep twist. Good opportunity to right now think in your life, bring to the forehead, to the foremost part of your brain. Think about it. What are you not showing up for right now? You know, I know it's a hard question, but maybe just think like, what in your life are you not fully present to? And this is one of those things where no judgment, okay? You just think about it and you let that come up so that you can be available for that information and without thinking the negative stuff, right? This is all good. We're excavating here. We're bringing stuff up. That's what the heat is for. We're burning it away. So 1 more breath in. Exhale, twist. All right, you're gonna release your hands to the floor. Here's where this block might be in handy. I really like a block here because we're hot in our hips, right? So lift your left knee and pivot on your left foot. Your right hand's gonna stay on the block on the outside of your right foot. You're gonna reach your left arm forward. So you're still sort of looking down here, and then you're gonna take your right butt cheek, you're gonna get a good view of this, and you're gonna pull it in, kind of like when we did that pelvic tilt. Remember that? So we tilt the pelvis slightly posteriorly, and then revolve it open, and we are in extended side angle pose with a very, very deep knee bend. And again, if you don't need blocks, all, good for you, that's great, but it's a really, really nice place to either be on fingertips or block. Keeping that right knee bent, reaching through the left fingertips. Let's breathe. Inhale. Here's that heated place again in the hips. And when we talked about the first and second chakra very briefly in the beginning, safety, security, how you feel about your place in the world, right now in this moment, Breathe in again, and whether you feel great or not, you are absorbing collective energy, so everyone else's energy, you take on some of that. One more breath, inhale. Now listen to me, try to commit to that bend in that right knee. Try not to straighten it. I promise I'll give you a little breather. Keep the knee bent. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the knee bent. Okay, left arm back, right arm high. Just keep it bent. You can do it. You can do it. Breathe in. Stay there, exhale. Yes, you can. Just keep it bent. It's going to be okay. One more. Exhale. Here's where you can straighten your leg. You're welcome. Inhale, straighten it. And then exhale. Woo, reach forward. Right? We're going to get super long here on the right side first, just for a beat, get long. And then bring your fingertips down, left arm high. And then revolve open again. So triangle pose, very similar, but with a straight leg, right? We're still opening, we're still revolving. If your head is sensitive, look down, right? Look down if your head is sensitive. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale to look down. Left hand to hip. Look a little forward. This is where you might want to take your block, books, whatever you got, slide them to the front of your mat, maybe a little off your mat. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon balance. Flex your left foot. So if you're just working on balance, then you're going to look down. First stability, right? First stability. Once you feel stable in the pose, reach your left arm up, you'll get stronger. You're going to feel the strength and power in your core. You might be able to hover your right fingertips above the ground, just like we did in our Warrior 3 variation earlier. You're going to take another breath there. Take your time, slowly exhale your left hand down. Slide your blocks over underneath your left hand maybe. Square your outer left hip down. Pull your heart forward. You're back in that Warrior 3 variation. And then exhale, twist to your right. So this is twisted Ardha, Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Reach through your right fingertips, flex your left foot. Yes, well done. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, one more. And exhale, release your right hand down, look forward, take a breath. Lift that left leg up higher. And then fold. Fold forward at the front of your mat. Let it go. Yes, inhale, halfway lift, fill it up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to rise. Hands to heart center. All right, just take a breather. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna stand on the left leg and bend the right knee back like a flamingo, or kind of like dancer's pose, but we're not gonna go into dancer, okay? So bring some weight into your left leg, okay? Feel the connection in your left glute and hamstring, and then bend your back knee back. We're in a house. If you're in your home and you need to grab a wall for this, go for it. Otherwise, bend your back knee back, grab the top of your right foot, and then what I want you to do, as I shimmy back to center, is bring the knees together and point as best as you can that knee down and together. So knees together and down. So you're really focusing on opening the psoas there. If it works for you to reach back with your other hand and interlace your fingers across the top of that right foot, go ahead and do it. So it looks like this behind you, right? Really impressed with my pivoting skills right now. Okay, holding the foot, and you're holding the foot with both hands, still drawing the knee down. And this is one of those, again, aspects of Shiva. Actually, he's standing on one leg, right? One leg planted in the soil, in the earth. You're grounded. One leg up in this sea of change, right? But you're still okay. You're adoring all of it. You're adoring all of it. All right, you're releasing that foot now and bringing the knee to the chest. You can do this. Now either hold the knee, right? With your left hand, we're gonna rotate to the right, or reach down and grab the knife edge of your right foot. My beginners, just grab your knee and twist to your right. You could always tap the foot to the ground and twist as well. My more advanced yogis, you're grabbing the foot. If you have the flexibility, then the legs are straight, right? And you're twisting. The foot is flexed. Remember, no judgment here, and absolutely no comparison to the body you have today versus the body you had yesterday or 10 years ago, right? Another breath in. Come back to center. Good, hug your knee into your chest and let that go. Holy moly, right? Let the hips hang a little bit. Woohoo! All right, hands to heart center. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale out your mouth, let it go. Good. Let's go ahead and do the second side before we go ahead and revisit that vinyasa. Bend your left knee. Reach back and grab the top of your left foot. Interlace your fingers. Either just the left hand grabs the knee, bring the knees together, or you could interlace your fingers behind the foot, hold on to it, the knees touch. Okay? And the idea is you want to feel that sensation across the front of the left hip, opening the psoas, right? The core is mildly engaged to help you support your lumbar spine. Still there, lengthening through the crown of the head. You're grounding through your right foot. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Another breath there. Exhale. You can release the foot very slowly. Take it easy. Sweep your knee up. You're either grabbing the knee with both hands and just holding there. You could tap your foot on the floor. Take a rotation to your left. Or if you're most advanced and most flexible today, grab the outside, the knife edge of your left foot, kick the left heel, twist, ooh, open to your left. This one's gonna feel a little cranky because we haven't done that big twist, right? But when we get down to the ground, this will feel great. So another breath there. And then bend your knee back in, come back to center, hug the knee into your chest. Remember, grounded in the soil, connected to the earth, in your foundation. Where is your foundation these days? Let your left foot come down. Just questions to ask yourself, contemplate, hands to heart center. What are you grounded in? You know, I feel great during my yoga practice and probably about an hour afterwards, but then what happens after? Does it just trickle away? Or do you stay grounded in that foundation, right? Here we go. Inhale, second side. Up you go. Forward fold as you exhale. Good. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Back to chair pose, inhale. Just one breath this time. And forward fold, exhale. Follow your breath, halfway inhale. Plant your hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana, take it your way. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high, inhale. Step forward on your left foot, exhale and pause. Grab your books or your block, slide it to the outside of your left foot, because we're gonna head there, right? Stay on the ball of your right foot, inhale, crescent lunge. Good, hands to heart center, and as you exhale, bend your right knee. Come close to the floor, and then inhale, big breath in, try to straighten both legs. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, everything straightens as you sweep the arms up to the sky. Bending your right knee, hands to heart center, exhale. Two more, inhale, Ujjayi breathing. Exhale, are you continuously pushing your left big toe ball mount into the floor? Last one. Exhale, ha. We hover. Don't give up, hover. Yeah, just let it hover. Let the shakes happen. Let your left foot dance. Sometimes your left foot will just be like whoop, 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 right? Just let that happen as well. Like, as long as you're not gonna fall over and hurt yourself. Just be present to it, right? Be present to it. Yes, you can. Take another breath. Stay there. One more. Here it is. Exhale, let it come down. Yes, inhale, twist to your left. Exhale, right hand to the outside of that left thigh. If this is too deep of a twist, by the way, you could always bring your right hand to the floor and take your left hand to your thigh and just give it a twist, right? Easy twist to your left is great. Otherwise, press. So in this type of practice today, we're creating more heat because we're holding, right? We're holding poses a little bit longer when we're going a little slower. You can create and generate heat by going quickly too, right? Sometimes we do a really fast practice and it's like warrior one, warrior two, warrior, you know, it goes really, really fast. That creates a lot of heat too. Different but good, all different but good. Another breath there. Exhale. And that heat also is called tapas in the yogic realm, in the yogic term. You're gonna untwist and then take your left hand to your blocks or books. Lift your right knee and pivot on your right foot, right? So we start by just noticing there's probably some discomfort. I know, I'm feeling just a little bit of heat here. Again, just name it heat, right? Your blood, cells, moving, that's it. Start to move your tailbone in, reach your right arm forward as you inhale, and then revolve open. So the idea is that the left arm begins to press up against the outer left shin bone, creating some leverage for you to move your left rib cage that way, right? We want to go that way. The last little bit is that that arm stays over the ear because we want this line of energy, right? From the right fingertips all the way to the outer edge of your right heel, right? And we're unafraid. We're not afraid. Breathe in. If you need a modification, of course, take one. The forearm can be on the thigh, right? Forearm can be on the thigh. Come up a little bit. But find where it is. Be present to it, right? Now be present to it. It's all good. Inhale. First presence. Feeling maybe a little discomfort, but then we just wait because there's a rising. There will be a lifting up. There will be a change. There will be better. One more breath there. Now trust me, just keep your left knee bent. Remember, it gets better. It's only temporary, so we're going to go inhale, reverse warrior. Try not to straighten that leg yet. I know, but try not to straighten it. Try not. Yes, now breathe. Stay. Do it again. It's going to get better. Inhale. Just commit. Stay. Yes, one more. Now straighten the leg. And now you're like, what? This is amazing. And then come forward a little bit. Little beads of sweat, right? Okay, so pause halfway. You're still turning. Okay, so left rib still turning. And then whoop, triangle. This left hand can be on those blocks still, right? If you've got your books or your blocks, they can be there. You can have your hand on the shin bone, but please don't rest in your shin bone, right? If you have a tendency to hyperextend this knee like I do, put a teeny tiny micro bend in your knee. Just enough for you not to like it so much. Because I'll tell you that's the truth. This just gets a little, you'll be like, I don't like this, I'd rather hyperextend. Another breath there. And then exhale, slow and easy. Look down, right hand to hip, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You ready? Look down, slide your books forward, stand on your left heel, lift your right leg up. Ooh, right leg lifts up, flex your right foot, right arm reaches. Beautiful, breathe, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, one more. Exhale, slowly bring your right fingertips down and pivot your outer right hip down, flex your right toes down, take a breath, lift your chest, look forward. Exhale, twist to your left. Good, stay on your fingertips or slide those blocks over to the right. Feel your inner thighs all the way to your groin, first chakra, all the way. Squeeze, flex, another breath. Yes, you can. Exhale, left hand down. Find a little lift, look forward, and then right foot meets the left foot. Forward, fold, exhale. Hallelujah, right? Halfway lift, inhale, and we fold forward, exhale. Heading to the sky, all the way up. And let's go to eagle. Let's take flight in a little eagle. It should feel actually pretty grounding. Right arm under and left arm over. Bend your knees, sweep your right leg over. Okay, So we're gonna transfer a little bit here and just play around with a little transition, okay? But it'll be fine, you'll be fine. So breath in here. We're gonna go to Ardha Chandrasana again on the left foot. Don't be afraid. I know you just worked the left side, you'll be fine. Another breath, inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna be like a little ninja, right? Uncross, reach down with your left fingertips, reach your right arm up, back to Ardha Chandra, back to Ardha Chandra. Now, if you wanted to, this time, you could bend your right knee and receive the top of the right foot with your right hand. Perhaps. Perhaps no. Perhaps you're just like happy there, right? Yeah, one more breath wherever you're at. You're doing great. You can release the foot for a beat there. Bring your right hand to the floor and square your hip. Now you might need to watch this because it's not tricky, you'll just be like, what? Inhale here and then exhale, bend both knees. You're gonna bend your right knee behind your left knee and sit down on the floor. What? That's right, you sit down. And you're so happy to sit down, right? So if this is too uncomfortable for you, like this left knee over right knee bent position, then you can keep your right leg straight. Yeah, and there you are. Right? This can be a great transition. You can stay like that. Otherwise, both knees are bent. Take your, you can also just stay here and sort of bring your fingertips behind you and lift your chest up. This is great. I like this. If you want to go a little further, you'll reach that right arm up as you inhale and then twist to your left as you exhale. Take your right elbow and just nudge, nudge the elbow into the thigh. Now your right hand can go into a mudra here, bringing the thumb and index finger together, releasing the 3 fingers. Or you can reach down and grab the top of the right knee with your left hand and create another binding opportunity. There's also an option to take your left hand, wrap it behind your back, and perhaps, this is sometimes there, sometimes not. You can grab the inside of that right thigh. Roll the left shoulder blade back, take a breath in, look over your left shoulder if you can, and be proud, because you're all doing great. One more breath. Exhale to release. Holy moly. Okay, untwist. So check this out. You untwist and you keep your legs the way they are, and you just go to the other side and you start to walk your hands forward as if you're folding forward and then squeezing that knee open. Maybe you come to your forearms. The sensation that you experience, if you want more, is by squeezing the knee away from you and then getting that same side. So left knee, right elbow, and you push, create your own leverage. Another breath there. Exhale. All right, we got one more side. So press yourself up. Almost there, guys. Come back to center. Stand on your left leg. You're just gonna go whoop, right leg high, inhale. And then fold forward, exhale to the front of your mat. All the way up, inhale. Left side. Left arm under, left leg over, eagle.
Is your fun?
And you're squeezing those legs together. Yeah, so squeeze them together nice and tight and connect to your core. Good, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Good job, you guys. One more breath. You're doing great. Inhale. Exhale. All right, we unbind and we're heading to half moon on this side. So you're like a ninja now. You're super strong. Warrior ninja, uncross. The right arm goes down. The left arm goes up. Your right hand can reach for books or blocks, right? Maybe you bend the back knee for this Ardha Chandra Chapasana variation. You just got another beat here. Breathe in. Exhale. One more. And then exhale, release the foot, reach it out, reach it up, out and up, hand to the floor, square the left hip down, and bend both knees. Hello, we're on the floor again. Okay, So hands come behind you and you just puff the chest. I'm gonna give Peloton a shout out for real because I have a Peloton bike and I am just addicted to it full out now. And one of the teachers on there, she always says, lift your head up. If you guys have a Peloton, you know who I'm talking about. Her name is Robin. She's like, everyone lift their head up because you're all wearing crowns. She always says that. She's like, you wear your crown proud. She's like, don't let that crown fall. I just like love her. So right fingertips behind you, inhale, left arm up, exhale, maybe left elbow to outer right thigh. Oh, okay, so you're either here, sides are different, right? We experience each side a little differently, so maybe you're just gonna stay right here and take the mudra with the thumb and index finger touching, or maybe you can reach down and grab the knee to get a little better leverage. So you just ask yourself what feels better for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing right now that you did on the other side, right? Okay, one more breath. All right, untwist, and then head to so you keep the legs the way they are, just untwist and start to fold over to your left side. Your forearms, and the way that it's easier is if you walk your hands out first and kind of walk them out, and then squeeze the knee open, and then maybe the forearms come down, maybe not. You know, maybe it's the yin teacher in me, but I really love, I love for you to look for your own experience here. So anatomically, you know, we are in correct alignment here, but once you're in the pose, find that space where you are receiving the most you know, that space right there where you're like, okay, if I just push this down maybe a little more, if I encourage a little squeezing here, if I squeeze my glute, if I open my hip, if I draw my left shoulder back, if I reach my right arm forward, all those little very personal touches begin to create a personal practice. And that's what we're looking for. We want to begin to connect to ourselves much deeper than just like, here's my body, here's the yoga practice that I did today, oh, I feel better. But it's like listening and tuning in and being present to it, right? Take one more breath there. Yep, exhale, untwist. So good. Come back to standing on that right leg. So this is our last standing thing, and then I promise we're gonna hit the deck. So look forward, the right foot's gonna step forward, and then your left foot comes up. You're gonna take a breath there. And then the left foot meets the right foot as you fold forward. You got it, halfway lift as you inhale. And then let's step back to plank on the exhale breath. Okay, so this is just to recalibrate everything. Don't be afraid, okay? We're not doing any push-ups right now, but just to recalibrate, hold your plank. Like reconnect to your core. We just moved the spine in so many different directions. Squeeze your glutes a little bit, engage your inner thighs, engage your core. And another breath there. If you want to take it to forearm plank, you can take it to forearm plank. If you know you want to take it to forearm plank to transition down to the ground, take it now. If you want to transition through chaturanga, you're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, lower for 5. So slow for 4, 3. We'll all meet each other in forearms. 2 and 1. On your forearms, my friends. So Sphinx, very regal pose, right? Lengthen through the crown of your head, press your forearms into the floor, point your toes away from the direction of your heart. So if your heart is moving through the arms, forward and up, your toes are moving back and down, aren't they? So feel that. Super simple, but very sweet. Good. I know we're running a little bit late, friends. If you have to check out at 10 o'clock, go ahead and just roll onto your back. Please take a Shavasana. If you can stay a little bit longer, because I did talk for about 5 minutes in the beginning, then please stay and hang out with us for 5 more minutes. Otherwise, we're here in Sphinx. You're going to take a full breath in. Exhale it out. Point those toes back, chest forward. All right, from here, we'll take sleeping pose. So bend, I just call this half frog, but one of my friends called it, oh, I call that sleeping pose. I'm like, sleeping pose? Bend your right knee up. So your right knee bends up and it's at a 90-degree sort of angle and your foot is flexed. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna move over so you can see just like that. And I call it half frog, yeah? So you can stay in Sphinx like this, or you can lay on your belly, make a little pillow for your forehead. Or if you want even more sensation, you can take your right arm and thread it through the left arm. Bend your left elbow so that you can rest your head on your hand. And you're adding just a little twist to the left. This is our last little bit, right? This is our spot of class, this burst at the end. So Shiva, the story of Shiva, his male, he's one of the male aspects of what divine consciousness might be. Gives us this interpretation how we can really access the power of transformation, access the potential, right? Just by maybe visualizing that. One more breath. And then release. And take the second side, so slide your right foot back, and then bend your left knee up. And then if you wanted to just lay on your belly, you could just lay there with your forehead on your hands and just rest. Sort of like a double whammy. If you wanted to go deeper, then you thread that arm through and let your head rest on your arm. So the left arm threads through the right arm and the right elbow bends so that the head can rest comfortably and I'm not like searching for the floor. You don't want to feel like you're like just, oh, I gotta get to the floor. If the elbow's bent, then your head can rest on a little pseudo pillow. And this becomes a surrender, a really sweet surrender at this time. And a gateway to Shavasana, really, a gateway to the ultimate surrender. Take 2 more breaths there. And then easy does it, slowly come undone. Slide your leg back, hands come under the shoulders and press yourself back to child's pose. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time. And just slide your feet out. Let's go with knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Roll yourself down onto your back. And then just do what we did in the beginning. Tip your pelvis back and forth a few times. So just a couple pelvic tilts, forward and back. Forward and back. And then slide one leg out and then the other. Bring your arms to your side. Coming into Shavasana, palms facing up. Once you're lying flat on your back, take a full deep breath in. And then a big exhale at your mouth and let it go. So back to the inspiration, really, of Shiva is Shavasana. Shavasana is interesting because what happens, the story of Shavasana is that they say that when Shiva met Shakti, which is like the female aspect of divine consciousness, or one of the female aspects of divine consciousness, like true beauty and power and grace and wisdom all wrapped up, right? He meets her, he's all dancing, and then he meets her and he falls into this pose, Shavasana, because he's completely overwhelmed by her power, by her grace, by her love, by her beauty. He loses what's called Icha, or his will. He loses his Icha, and he just surrenders. And this is what we're doing right now, is that it's reminding us to completely surrender to the beauty, to the grace, to the strength, to the power that is already within you all the time. All the time it's within you. Sometimes we just gotta find it, right? We just gotta say, hey, where are you? Just take a few more moments here. We're gonna just let everything go. Feel the floor, feel the earth, and allow your entire body to be held. Give it over. You are safe and secure. You have all that you need. You are completely taken care of. You are so loved. You are creative and innovative and strong. You are intuitively aligned with spirit. And you are divinely led in every moment, every single day. And the beauty and the grace and the power is always within you. And then just slowly, if you'd like to stay, by the way, you're in the comfort of your own home and you just want to rest and stay here in Shavasana for however long you like, you can do that. If you're ready to come out together, start to move the tips of your toes. Rotate your ankles. Move your fingertips and your wrists. Hug your knees into your chest one at a time. Rock from side to side. You can slowly bring your hands to your heart center once you sit up comfortably. So we just ask today really to remember where we stand, to remember our foundation, to remember the beauty and the grace and the power that exists within each and every one of us, to be willing to see the power of transformation through this process of change, to be willing to step into it, be present to it, to be willing to come apart a little bit. Because we know and we have faith that there's so much good and there's always growth on the other side. So take a final breath in through your nose. And a big exhale out your mouth. Just go, ha. Bow your chin into your chest. And open up your eyes. Thank you so much. Namaste.